Hey everyone, Dr. Troy Dukowitz here. This is your Monday Office Moment, and this month we are talking about missed experiences. Missed experiences. So start thinking about this. We're just going to cover one a week, but hopefully it'll stimulate some other conversations around your office and where you can create more of an experience for people coming into your practice. So what we're looking at today is we're going to start at the beginning. I love the drum roll. Drum roll, please. So we're going to start at the beginning. The beginning is the first visit. Now, I want to distinguish this because there's the first visit and then there is what? A first adjustment. So we're going to look at both of those today because there's a way that you can kind of give a service up when you look at the first visit, and there's also something that you can do when it comes to first adjustment. So we're going to go through this, all right? So number one, I look at day one. Somebody comes in for day one. I have an opportunity that every office should have a front desk person who is calling to verify, not calling to see if you're coming in, not calling to check if you're coming in, just calling to verify the appointment that we have you scheduled for tomorrow at 4:30. Okay? Wanted to make sure that you have your paperwork with you. If not, I can resend it to you, but we're really excited to meet you. That's one. Make sure we're excited. Make sure that we are simply reminding them and verifying, and that's it. We can move on. Now, the next part of that is that some docs want to do a pre-consultation here. In other words, they can call the person or have a scheduled call with the patient before they come in and start talking about, if it's the kid, talk about a kid. If it's them, talk about them. Now, I personally think this is great for existing patients. I'm not a big fan of it for somebody who's not existing. Why? Because I want them to get the full vibe of the practice. Doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. There might be a mom who is stressing about getting their kid into the office. You can get on the phone with her. You can talk to her. You can do a consultation over the phone. So when she comes in the office and you do the examination portion, you can still explain to her chiropractic. You can still connect with her, still connect with her child, and still get the exam done. So it's really about preference here and how you want to do it. But a pre-consult or a consultation on the phone before they ever come in is a great way. It's a great time saver, really for you and for the patient as well. That's going to have you scheduled through the front desk. Okay, so those are some really great experiences that we can create before somebody ever comes in. Now let's transition over. Okay, now there are some of you who will like this one. You've sat down and you've looked at the information for the patient, and after you're done preparing the reported findings folder, that evening you literally call the patient. You say, Troy, it's Dr. Troy here. Troy, it's Dr. Troy here, and I just want to tell you, I just got finished looking at your information, everything that's going on, and I'm so excited to be able to share this with you tomorrow for your appointment. So I just wanted to let you know, just kind of give you a little heads up that I really believe that we're going to be able to help you, and I'm going to go way deeper into that tomorrow. And I think you're really going to love the things that I found here tonight. So I just wanted to call and let you know that. Hopefully maybe put your mind at ease to let you know there is hope out there. Click, hang up, and you're done. So you can do something like that, which is the interim. It's right after the day one, before they come into the day two. That's something you can do to create an experience as well. Then we go to the reported findings, and the person comes in for the reported findings, and they get their first adjustment. Now, there's a number of things. We're going to talk about some first adjustment stuff on next week's video, but I do want to go into, because we're kind of sitting along the line here of these phone calls, all right? So I'm staying in the theme of phone calls. So person is going to get their first adjustment. We should always be doing the 3 responses to care. If you don't, you're screwing yourself. So make sure you do the 3 responses to care. This is not the way I say it, but I'm giving it to you really quickly. You might feel worse, you might feel better, you may notice nothing at all. Now, I don't phrase it that way, but I'm giving it to you for the sake of this video so we can keep moving here, because I want to get to that final piece that so many people have done, maybe do, but don't do it enough. And that is the first adjustment phone call. There's a lot of people I know who have been doing it for months, and then they stop for 6 months. They go, oh my gosh, how could I stop doing it? It's one of the most satisfying things that you can do for a patient in a short amount of time. It really is. It's amazing, their gratitude for you calling them. It also puts their mind at ease. It also validates for them that they're in the right place. They found the right doctor who just truly cares about them, loves them, and appreciates them. And you make that phone call not to see how they're feeling. Many of you have heard me say this before, but I'll repeat it again. We make this phone call to do 3 things. Number one, I just wanted to call and see if you were doing your assignment. You might have them doing moist heat, ice, lay with the pillow underneath the knees, maybe go for a walk, whatever it is that you want them to do. They have been given an assignment before they leave on day one. Why? This goes back to what? The culture of accountability. This draws them into the culture of accountability. Have you done the homework assignment that I gave you? The work that I gave you? Number 2, I wanted to see if you had any questions or comments or concerns or anything for me that I might be able to answer and help you with right now while we're sitting here talking on the phone. 99% of the time, they say no. And number 3, I just wanted to welcome you to the office. I'm so excited to have this opportunity to be able to work with you together to really help you to accomplish your goals. So I just want to say thank you. So if you don't have anything else for me, you go, have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay? That's that final phone call. It feels so good to make that phone call, and yet people do it for a period of time and they forget. Folks, I've given you a list of things that you can do here from an experiential process. You don't have to do any of them. You really don't. If I were gonna pick one out of any of them, I'm gonna make sure that I am doing that. First of all, I guess I have to pick, if I have to pick one, I gotta pick the reminder because we wanna let them know, hey, we're validating, we're calling to verify your appointment, because we wanna make sure that they're getting in, especially if the appointment was made 2 weeks in advance. I wanna make sure that they're reminded about their appointment. But the most important phone call is that first adjustment call. Some people have never been to a chiropractor before. They're not sure what to experience. And the fact that you're contacting them, the fact that you're reaching out to them, lets them know that you're gonna be there for them and you're gonna support them. It, again, furthers the culture of accountability. So take a look at this, talk with your team, and just look at those first 2 elements. So day 1 and day 2 in your practice, and what are some of the things that we can do to just make sure that our patients are having amazing experiences as they come into our office. Things that are gonna make them feel good, things that are gonna make them feel safe, and things that are gonna make them feel certain about the decision that they've made to seek care with you. And yes, this is something that doctors and the staff should be doing alike. That's all I've got for you here today, folks. This has been your Monday Office Moment. I'm Dr. Troy Dukowitz. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.